Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be doing an Ethereum price analysis, and as you can see here on the Coin 360 view, Ethereum is one of the cryptos, the bigger ones that's in the green. In fact, if we look in the past 24 hours and even 7 days, Ethereum has been one of the cryptos that went up the most actually. So over 25% increase in the last 7 days. And you can take a look at some of the other altcoins and cryptos. The only one that comes close to it really is Chainlink. So very impressive move by Ethereum. I had actually pointed out on my Twitter that I thought Ethereum was very undervalued right now. So that is part of what I'm going to talk about in this video, is just how cheap it is, in my opinion, and how much of a good deal it is right now. I would be buying more Ethereum if I could right now. I'm pretty heavily consolidated and invested in Bitcoin, but if I were to put some more funds right now, it'd be in Ethereum for sure. Now, as you can see here in my tweet, I mentioned that both Ethereum and Ripple are very cheap right now, and that in a few years, we will most likely never see prices this low ever again for some of these bigger altcoins like Ethereum. So when you think about it, right? Let's go back to the CoinGecko chart here. And if we look at the all-time high, you can see that Ethereum made an all-time high of around $1,450. So just under $1,500 was the all-time high for Ethereum. And Ethereum is the number 2 biggest cryptocurrency out there. So when you think about it, right, it's very hard to see Ethereum not staying one of the biggest cryptos. You know, I think it's top 3, top 5 for the next 10 years plus, right? I think most people would agree with that. And when you think about it, right, seeing the strength in the crypto market right now, even though the global economic conditions might not be great, cryptos have been holding up very nicely. Bitcoin is obviously paving the way for the move higher. And I think if you know much about cryptos, you probably think it's pretty likely that cryptos revisit all-time highs, right? That Bitcoin would be back above $20,000. If that were to happen, guess what? Ethereum, same thing's going to happen. It's going to go up with Bitcoin, and it's going to probably make a new all-time high as well. So that might take a few years to happen. It might take 3, 4, 5 years to get back to the all-time high. Could happen even quicker. Could happen within 2 years. But the idea is that we will most likely be, in the coming years, revisiting and making new all-time highs over $1,500 in price. We're basically at a tenth of that right now at $166. So you're getting in at a tenth of the price. That would allow for a 1,000% plus increase in the coming years. So I think that is, very hard to find for a crypto and just any investment, right? Where you're getting in on something that's already established, already big. It's not a small altcoin that no one knows about. It's an altcoin that is one that is most likely to stay around and succeed in coming years, right? So if we go ahead and look at the chart, you'll find some bullish signs as well. First thing I'm going to point out here, and I know this chart is a bit messy, so just hold on with me for just a second. But one of the things that I wanted to point out is that we were in this W formation. We actually lost this formation, which is bearish. It was bearish in the short term, but now we're already recovering from that. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up the chart here. These are not really that relevant anymore. But what I did want to point out is a bullish divergence. So if we look here, we have a uptrending RSI, right? However, if we look at the price, we aren't uptrending that much, right? We're almost flat as far as the price is concerned. So that difference in trend line is what we call a bullish divergence, and that is a bullish signal. It means that the indicators are showing that the price will likely move higher in the near future. Now, if we zoom in a bit more, you can see that we actually made a higher low over here compared to the previous low. So we got our low over here that did not touch the trend line of $75. And back here, we did touch that trend line of $75. So we are, very slightly uptrending, but more importantly, we put in that higher low, which is very bullish as well. And although we are still range bound, right, I think that we're heading back to $300+ here in the coming months. And, I think that in the next 6 months, we could be back above $300 very easily. And in the next year, I think we're really trying to make a move back to $500 or even $500+, right? We don't have that much resistance after $369. Of course, $500 is going to be a resistance level, but after that, it's all the way up to $834 is our next big resistance. And part of that is because Ethereum dropped pretty quickly in a straight line, so its support and resistance levels are pretty clearly mapped out, right? And that will allow us to better see, where we might face some resistance. The good thing is that we don't have that much resistance ahead. Like I said, we only have maybe 3 or 4 resistance levels, and after that, we're almost back to new all-time highs, pushing that 1,000 plus price range. So it is a very nice sign. Another thing that I wanted to point out is with this little downtrend line over here. If we draw this out, we've got a downtrend line. These two tops are showing that. But if we look at the price, once again, we put in a higher high on the RSI compared to back here. That's not the case on the actual price chart. So that is yet another bullish signal. And now I should point out that if we take this downtrend line, we do have a very tight symmetrical triangle formation. So we will probably, bounce up and down between these two trend lines for a little bit longer. And after that, we can expect that breakout, right? So it could even happen sooner rather than later, seeing the current price action of cryptos and the strength in Bitcoin that's pushing it higher. We could even break out of this earlier than expected and start pushing that $300 to $369 plus price range and really begin making our way back to $500 where Ethereum should be, in my opinion. So that is kind of the recap on why I think Ethereum is so cheap right now. And, you just got to put 2 and 2 together and realize that it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, in my opinion, to have a big, top 3 crypto like this that is, like I said, most likely not going anywhere. It's here to stay, and it's probably just going to get bigger as we attempt to revisit those all-time highs. Getting in at a tenth of the price is very, very rare, I think. And if we go back in time, right, I like doing this comparison as well. If we go back in time, you can see that getting in at this price is like if you got in back in May of 2017. So I think that's pretty amazing to think about, that you have an opportunity to get back in on the price of Ethereum 3 years back, right? It's like if you were going back in the past 3 years in time and being able to get in at, what was the beginning of the run-up, right? And when you look at it like that, I think it really puts into perspective how much of an opportunity it really is. And Ethereum is also just bigger now. More people know about it, etc., etc. So that is also something that should be considered, right? Because back here, it was still in its growth stage, and there were maybe more concerns and risks about it than now that it's already been well established, tried and true, right? So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications by clicking that bell button. Also, make sure to give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I've been posting a lot of live market updates there. By the way, for those who are wondering, in the short term, I even posted a tweet and said that I still think Ethereum is a very good deal at $200, right? $300 even. You have to keep in mind that even if you're not able to get in at $166, 200, 300, you're still getting in at a very low price compared to that all-time high. And keep in mind, that's not financial advice, that's just my personal opinion, but I will try to be buying Ethereum personally sooner rather than later here. I'd like to get in while it's still under $200. At $200, I won't have any hesitations to buy some. And, like I said, up to $300, $400, even $500, you're still getting in an extremely good deal. So that's just my personal opinion. Once again, not financial advice. Make sure to trade and invest at your own risk. But link to my Twitter in the description of this video. I have a little promo going on right now. I am giving my technical analysis master course a 25% discount. You can find the discount code on my Twitter, and you will get it for less than $15. Comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it risk-free. And yeah, it teaches you everything you need to learn about technical analysis. So make sure to give it a look if you're interested, and take advantage of that 30-day money-back guarantee. Risk-free. You can try it. If you're not satisfied, just ask me for a refund within 30 days and you're good to go. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to check out those links in the description, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Stay safe.